Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Vince McMahon used to be a major on-screen character in WWE during his heydays and was involved in many notable rivalries. His feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin played a substantial role in making the Texas Rattlesnake the megastar the 60-year-old is today. Vince McMahon and Steve Austin feuded for a long time during the Attitude Era. The former WWE CEO used to go the distance to make things tough for the megastar. Interestingly, in 1999, he allegedly went as far as visiting Austin's hometown before their match at Street Valentine's Day Massacre. In Your House. Vince Russo recalled the same during his appearance on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro-Down, noting how much effort they used to put into the storylines back then. Vince McMahon and Stone Cold faced off in a steel cage match at Street Valentine's Day Massacre. In Your House. The Texas Rattlesnake defeated the former WWE owner to book his place in the WrestleMania XV main event. Vince McMahon's mind games. How he tried to get under a major WWE superstar's skin. WWE is no stranger to drama, both inside the ring and behind the scenes. Over the years, Vince McMahon has become infamous for his psychological tactics, attempting to manipulate and control WWE superstars. One story that stands out involves McMahon's efforts to get under the skin of a major WWE superstar, a move that speaks to his ruthless approach to maintaining dominance in the world of professional wrestling. An exclusive interview with a veteran WWE wrestler reveals how Vince McMahon flew to the hometown of a top WWE star, determined to disrupt his mental game in a way only McMahon could. The story highlights the lengths McMahon would go to exert power over his talent, even if it meant causing tension or anxiety. The Superstar. A rising star on the WWE roster. The WWE superstar in question was a rising talent, someone who had been climbing the ranks and gaining traction in the company. The veteran who shared this story, who asked to remain anonymous for fear of retribution, remembered this particular incident as a defining moment of Vince McMahon's influence and control over the company and its wrestlers. At the time, this superstar had just secured a position in the main event scene. He was respected by the fans and peers alike for his in-ring abilities and charisma, making him one of the top stars in WWE. However, McMahon reportedly felt the need to make sure that the superstar's success wasn't getting to his head. Vince was known for believing that it was important for his superstars to stay grounded and not get comfortable in their success. And this moment was a reflection of that philosophy. The tactics. Vince's psychological approach. According to the veteran, McMahon's visit wasn't just a casual check-in or a friendly meeting. Instead, Vince took the extreme step of flying to the superstar's hometown. It was no secret that McMahon was always looking for ways to challenge his wrestlers mentally, and this situation was no different. The superstar, at this point, had developed a reputation for being strong-willed and emotionally stable, qualities that Vince McMahon reportedly admired. But McMahon didn't believe in letting superstars grow too comfortable, and he often employed psychological tactics to test their resolve. As the veteran described, McMahon's intention was clear. He wanted to rattle the superstar's confidence. The visit was not intended to foster a positive relationship, but to put the wrestler under immense pressure. McMahon reportedly approached the situation with a mindset of hardening his talent, showing that no matter how successful you became, there were always new hurdles to overcome. The homecoming. The impact of Vince's visit. Upon arriving in the superstar's hometown, McMahon made it a point to publicly question the wrestler's ability to handle the pressure of his newfound spotlight. According to the veteran, Vince took every opportunity to challenge the superstar's mental fortitude, even going so far as to stir up concerns about the wrestler's emotional state in front of other members of the WWE roster. It was a psychological test designed to make the superstar question his own stability. Interestingly, McMahon's tactic also involved isolating the superstar, by making it clear that no one was off limits, no matter their status. Vince ensured that his talent never became complacent, He was testing whether the wrestler could handle such a high-pressure situation, and whether he would rise to the challenge or crumble under the weight of expectation. The veteran recalled that McMahon's games were not always as obvious as they seemed. Vince would use subtle, cutting remarks, paired with passive-aggressive comments to make his superstars second-guess themselves. It wasn't always about the big confrontation, the veteran explained. Vince would plant seeds of doubt and see if you watered them. ####, the fallout, how the superstar responded. In this particular instance, the WWE superstar handled McMahon's mind games better than McMahon anticipated. Instead of buckling under the pressure, the wrestler took the confrontation head-on. The superstar responded with a calm confidence, showing that he wasn't intimidated by Vince's tactics. This response not only left McMahon surprised, but also solidified the wrestler's reputation as someone who could handle the mental strain of being a top WWE star. However, the veteran noted that McMahon's visit still had a lasting effect on the superstar. The mental strain that came with being constantly challenged took its toll, even if the wrestler appeared unaffected outwardly. McMahon's visit was a clear example of how the WWE chairman pushed his talent to be mentally tougher and prepared for the harsh realities of the business. For some superstars, this approach worked wonders. For others, it became too much to bear. ###Vince McMahon's legacy. A battle of the mind. Vince McMahon's tactics have been widely discussed in the wrestling world. His no-nonsense approach and desire to maintain control over his roster are well known, and his mind games have become a hallmark of his leadership style. From manipulating storylines to placing his stars in high-pressure situations, McMahon has always operated on a level that others in the business can only admire or fear. While some wrestlers thrived under this kind of pressure, others struggled to maintain their mental stability. McMahon's method of testing his talent psychologically was a double-edged sword. It helped the strong survive, but it also drove some wrestlers out of the company. This particular story is just one example of how McMahon used his power to manipulate situations and test the mental strength of those under his employ. In the end, the veteran's recollection of Vince McMahon's tactics offers a glimpse into the mind games that define the WWE business. For the superstar involved, it was a turning point, a moment where Vince McMahon sought to prove that even the brightest stars weren't immune to the pressures of the business. Whether it was a successful test of mental toughness or just another piece of Vince's grand plan, this event was a reminder of the ever-present psychological battles WWE superstars face behind the scenes. ###, conclusion. The price of success. WWE superstars, especially those who rise to the top, face immense pressure to perform at the highest level. Vince McMahon's unique approach to leadership often involves pushing his talent beyond their limits. This particular incident, where McMahon flew to a superstar's hometown to challenge him mentally, highlights the lengths to which McMahon would go to ensure that his roster remained focused, grounded, and able to handle the challenges of professional wrestling. For the wrestler involved, it was a defining moment, a test that ultimately proved his ability to withstand pressure. But as with all psychological tests, it wasn't without its cost. The world of WWE is a tough, demanding place, and only the mentally strong can survive McMahon's intense scrutiny and the pressure that comes with being a top WWE superstar.